Hey everyone, Spider-Man 1991 here, and today I'm going to be talking about a graphic novel known as Star-Lord, Guardian of the Galaxy. This is pretty much a collected edition of Star-Lord's early adventures, back when he only made a couple of appearances in Marvel Preview, Marvel Spotlight, and Marvel Premiere. The ones in Marvel Preview, though, in the series Marvel Preview, were actually originally printed in black and white, so they are the only black and white comics in this collection. Basically, also this collection does feature a 3-issue Star-Lord miniseries that did not star Peter Quill. It starred a successor of his known as St. John Quarrel. So, and also I believe that Marvel obviously reprinted this so that it would be out in time for the Guardians of the Galaxy movie. Basically, the original origin of Star-Lord, who was created by Steve Englehart. Apparently, it was heavily based on astrology, and it also involved Star-Lord Peter Quill's birth happening the night that all seven planets of the solar system were aligned, and also there was a stepfather, someone Meredith Quill was married to before Star-Lord's birth, who when Peter was born didn't look like either of them. He was almost going to kill the baby, but had a heart attack and died right before it happened. Eventually, though, it was later. Unfortunately, Steve Englehart only wrote the origin issue, and after that, though, it was later when Chris Claremont took over for a couple more Star-Lord stories. He revealed that Jason of Spartax was Peter's real father, and that apparently the whole mind block thing and also mind blocked Meredith from remembering when he left Earth. So and eventually that was sort of like refined for the current Guardians of the Galaxy series. Anyway, also there was a different. Also, Star-Lord didn't get his element gun from his father. His father Jason didn't leave it behind. Originally, it was actually presented to him by a being known as the Master of the Sun, who basically named Peter Quill Star-Lord and gave him the suit, the helmet, the element gun, and also a ship, which could communicate with Star-Lord telepathically, and the ship was known as Ship. So these early stories definitely present a very different Star-Lord than what that I think a lot of readers aren't really familiar with, because the character was definitely changed, or rather relaunched during the Annihilation event from 2006, and then the 2008 Guardian series, and now the current Guardian series written by Brian Michael Bendis. I'd say that this collection, it's not really that great. If you are a fan if you really do love the current Star-Lord, the way he's portrayed is more of a thief, swashbuckling Malcolm Reynolds Han Solo type, then I would say you are not going to get much joy out of this, because he's much more. Because the early Star-Lord is a lot more like just some sort of space explorer. Like, he's just drifting through space, exploring new planets. But that's about it, because his appearances were basically sporadic, and they weren't consistent. There was no consistent appearance of Star-Lord, maybe 2 issues back-to-back, but other than that, he occasionally appeared. Also, I want to point out that eventually Star-Lord's origin was later retconned and sort of relaunched when Brian Michael Bendis did take over Guardians of the Galaxy in the .1 series by writing in that Jason never mind blocked Meredith, and that he is still Peter Quill's biological father, and they also took out all the astrology and the birth, and also the abusive stepfather. So yeah, all I can say is that if you're reading this, gonna get this book because you love the current Guardians of the Galaxy series, and also you're going to you want to read this because you're going to see the movie, you really don't need to read this. You really do not need to read this for the current Guardians of the Galaxy series or the current Star-Lord series, and also you don't really need to read this for for the Guardians movie. Now, if you're a super Guardians fan and a super Star-Lord fan and you just really want to read everything, then yeah, you could give it a shot, but the cover price is $35. This was only $20. I only got it for $20 because I pre-ordered it on Amazon. But honestly, Star-Lord Guardian of the Galaxy, I would say it's not, this collection is really not worth the price of $35. You could probably find the digital editions of these comics on Comixology. I'll probably put a list of the comics collected in the description if you want to look those up. But yeah, really you don't need to get this in order to understand the current appearances of Star-Lord or the Guardians of the Galaxy. Okay, that's it. Thank you for watching. I'm Spider-Man 1991 saying see you later.